Kiran Vissa, do you agree to this point which is made and what we are talking about today? Why is it that farmers from the south are not so overtly visible at the protest?
Yeah, so I want to say that firstly, farmers from the south are very much part of the protests. I'm, a farmer organization, leader of farmer organization from Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, and protests are happening even today. The protests happened in many places. On February 16th, we already had nationwide
Yeah, Kiran.
protests which are
Yeah,
happening in
Kiran.
every single district.
Kiran.
So,
Sorry to interject. I did say acknowledge that it's not that they are absent totally, but not in such large numbers and agitating. And it could be issue based. As farmers, we are all united. But do you agree with what Narendra is saying?
no,
That
I'll answer.
yeah, please
No,
go
I'll
ahead.
answer you, but I just wanted to put on record that
Yeah,
all
sure.
farmers from the south are also
Yes,
part of the
sir.
struggle. But they may not be visible, in Punjab or Haryana or marching towards Delhi because, farmers there are, taking their tractors and going to Delhi. Farmers from Telangana or Tamil Nadu or Karnataka cannot take our tractors all the way to Delhi. So it's a different form of struggle. See, their form of struggle of actually tractor march to Delhi dictates that only the states which are in and around Delhi surroundings can participate in that form of struggle. In solidarity, many farmers from other states are also going and participating,
Right.
but primarily it is their form of struggle, right? That's one thing. But in other forms of struggle, farmers across the country are participating. Just one thing I wanted to put on record. But as far as your point about the MSP is concerned, see, basically, MSP is a concern and a main long-standing demand of farmers across the country. Telangana farmers, Andhra Pradesh farmers, Tamil Nadu farmers, everybody has been asking for the implementation of the Swaminathan Commission recommendations and
Yeah.
an MSP guarantee. So now, the fact that Punjab and Haryana have more of the procurement of paddy and
Right.
wheat compared to the other states, in fact, supports the reason. I mean, it's the reason why farmers across the country are also demanding the guaranteed MSP. In fact, because for Punjab and Haryana farmers, the procurement is already very high. More than 90% of their crop is actually procured. They don't really need the MSP Guarantee Act.
Then
In
why are they
fact, it's
protesting? Then why are they protesting?
no, they are protesting because it's a common struggle across the
Yeah,
country.
I
See, this is the
understand. Then why are
MSP.
the southern, if it is a no, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh farmers also, they also take the MSP route for offloading their paddy, no? I mean, they go to
Yes, of course.
FCI and they do it. They are very
Yes,
comfortable, like Narendra writes in his article. Then if that be the case, then why are the southern farmers? It's not just about tractor. You can, the world is now, small enough. They could have come here. Last time I went to cover them at Jantar Mantar,
yeah,
Kiran.
yeah, we participated, but what I'm saying is that the struggle has only just begun, ma'am. This new phase of struggle has just begun. Tomorrow there is a major national meeting of Samyukta Kisan Morcha where a national campaign plan is going to be made about this.
All right.
So definitely the participation from various states will be discussed and planned,
All right.
right? That's one
Let,
thing.
yeah.
But on
So
the
let,
other hand, on the MSP, I just want to say that, see, basically, what will an MSP guarantee achieve? What the MSP guarantee will actually achieve is that there are 23 different crops in which
yeah,
MSP is
yeah,
declared
yeah,
by the government,
yeah.
but it is not realized by the farmers. I mean, what I mean is it is not implemented.
Do you agree with what Kiran says that that's why the MSP matters more to the south? Or would you say no, that is not true?
No, it can be an implied benefit to the farmers as long as benefit percolates.
But
But the
direct impact, Narendra, direct impact?
no,
No,
I don't
no.
feel
Yeah,
no the direct impact because the entire, the pattern of MSP and the pattern of crops they grow, they are isolated from this and they are not really worried about MSP. And MSP on its own, because the last point I was able to make, to your earlier question, the entire C2 plus 50 itself is a questionable
okay.
to me
Huh.
because it has to align with the market. See, the MSP, the C2 plus 50 is itself a debatable issue from the economic standpoint because the macro policy has to be aligned with the competition. For example, the import, when you do the oil seeds or whatever,
Huh.
the price is lesser than the MSP.
Right.
So when you cannot deal this in isolation, whether the farmers will be directly benefited. The question is whether the C2 plus 50 is feasible
All right.
for
So, do
all.
you, yeah, yeah.
Number
Huh.
two, whether it's aligned with the macroeconomic policies of import and export.
Right.
So, and most important is we have to talk regarding the farm credit. The farmers are not getting finance from the banks and institutions, timely finance and credit. So there should be a holistic of reforms. It is not MSP in isolation,
Right.
because this will mean nowhere except, and then the other demands like waiving of the debts, then closure of cases, then where the issues have to be dealt with holistically with the farm reforms,
Right.
APMP
Right.
cold
Yeah.
storages to get the
Right.
best benefit. Where are the small and marginal farmers? We cannot afford.
Narendra, remunerative pricing differences in the south, and how does it impact, or does it even create a kind of a difference?
See, it is a linked issue, like what
Okay.
Mr. was. See, remunerative price is a relative subject. Number one, we already dwelt that a poor farmer in a southern remote state, in Karnataka or a district or a taluka, is not aware of MSP. Like what my panelist gentleman told, that the government has to implement that. The government,
Right.
so remuneration price means what? He is not worried about MSP as long as his margin is ensured locally.
Right.
Number one.
Like if you
Otherwise,
sell to respective APMCs, you mean?
absolutely.
Ah.
And second, suppose he has to offload to FCI, to NAFAD, where there are no branches or outlet.
Ah.
How will an ordinary small and marginal farmer do this in a remote village or a taluka?
Ah.
So he has his own pattern where there's an input cost, and he doesn't go by the technicality of MSP for 50% notional cost of rent, capital, and all these things. He is not worried. He is worried about timely, providing timely sort of seeds, then helping him in harvest, and then offloading that in the local APMC, and then getting that margin money or whatever. And even the crop pattern, for example, sugarcane. It's a totally different issue where it doesn't come under MSP at all.
Right.
So, and then the copra issue, which state government intervenes, and many farmers or the farming the community, they are relatively more comfortable with certain state laws, which steps in when there is a problem.